Hey guys, n8great321 back again with a review of the game that got the most votes from my Vote for Reviews video, and that'd be Dinosaurs for Hire on the Sega Genesis. The game is copyright 1993, and it's based off a comic book of the same name produced by Malibu Comics. As you can see, you get your choice of 3 different characters. I'm not really sure what the difference is between the 3, so I usually just pick the middle guy. So let's get started here. So you start off fighting this big monster here on this generic dam, and you're gonna see pretty immediately that this game more than borrows heavily from Contra. It's almost a carbon copy, except for the fact that you're a dinosaur. And yes, you just did start to see the credits roll, but then of course they play a joke on you and say there's something wrong with the Genesis's blast processing. So I guess April Fools on their part. Anyway, the real game starts, and yeah, this looks a lot like Contra, but you know, copying a good game isn't necessarily a bad thing, and I think this game, does it pretty well. It keeps the same core gameplay mechanics. It's just, run and shoot like crazy. There are a few differences between this and that, however. On a side note, before I get to those differences, if you pay attention, if you're familiar with the game Kid Chameleon on the Genesis, it might just be me, I don't know, but I really think that the sound effects in this game are taken exactly from that game. Even that you saw me pick up the power-up, the little triangle you get it in, even that's from Kid Chameleon. So I can't find a connection between the two other than the fact they're on Genesis, but yeah, I'm pretty convinced that those sounds are exactly the same. So, obvious difference number 1 between this and Contra is that you're a dinosaur and you're fighting ninjas. Enough said. That's pretty sweet. Another difference you'll notice is in the lower left there you have a life bar. It's not one hit and you're dead like Contra, so it's a little more forgiving in that aspect. But this game is still challenging at parts, especially if you're just playing one player. If you're playing 2 player, it's a little more manageable, kind of like Contra, but 1 player, the later levels can get a little difficult. There's a lot thrown at you, so. You can see too, another difference is that you got a melee attack that when guys get too close, you can hit A and he kind of swings his gun and it destroys anything right near you, and that's pretty helpful. I mean, you got a life bar, so it's not like if something hits you, it's a big deal like in Contra. But the melee does help a lot because guys tend to crowd around you a lot, and it's just a nice, quick, easy way to get rid of them. Also, your guns. There aren't different types of weapons really. You just upgrade the one you have so it shoots more bullets or it shoots them faster. So there's not different weapons like Contra. There's no spread gun or heat seek or anything like that. It's just the one gun, but you can upgrade it throughout the levels. You can already see things are getting pretty crazy here, and I'm only on the 2nd level. We got little vehicles driving in the sewers, guys on skateboards throwing stuff at me, you got big ants doing who knows what. So if this was Contra and you died at 1 hit, man, I would love to see anyone try to get past this thing. Yeah, so it's already getting tough. And yeah, I died. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward to the next part so you don't have to watch this whole level again. As far as the plot, I'm pretty sure there is none for this game. It's not like you need an excuse to be a dinosaur and go around shooting ninjas in the subways and stuff, but I couldn't find anything for this game, and really anything about the original comic either. I'm pretty sure it was meant to be more satirical and funny, so they didn't really focus too much on the actual plot. If you haven't noticed by now, the music can get pretty repetitive pretty fast, and I really don't like it. I bring up music in every review, and most of the time I really like it. whether it's on Genesis or Super Nintendo or whatever, but for this, yeah, it's pretty annoying. Now what you saw me do there is the one special attack you get in this game if you hold down A, B, and C at the same time. It destroys everything on the screen, which can be pretty helpful, and you only get a certain amount of them. It's those dots next to your life bar, so I only had one. I used it up. You get them periodically throughout, but it's a pretty helpful little special attack. So I think that's probably it for me. I mean, you guys probably get the general gist of the game. If you know Contra, then this game is exactly like it. And if you're a fan of Contra, or any kind of action platform, you know, Gunstar Heroes, Metal Slug, those type of games, I definitely give this one a shot. It's pretty cool. It's definitely unique as far as the character design and the whole universe, or whatever you want to call it. Nothing too radical as far as gameplay goes, but it's still a heck of a lot of fun, and if you could find it, it's a really cool one to add to your Genesis collection, so I definitely recommend it. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks to those who participated in the vote for reviews. I appreciate the feedback. ActRaiser actually got a decent amount of votes too along with this, so that might have to be a separate review along the way. But I guess for now, this was Dinosaurs for Hire on the Sega Genesis, and this is n8great321 signing out.